South Florida Food Chat. I'm Chef Michael Jacobs, and I'm here with Chef Ali Shabani from Rice Mediterranean.
Yes, sir.
How's it going, Chef?
Good, very good.
Talk to me. Tell me a little bit about how you got started in this business.
Well, it was a step-away idea to create something very easy, homey, and simple. So we just, the idea was to come up with a menu that was very, not so difficult, very open for people to approachable. And obviously the idea of ethnicity of being, I'm a Persian, so I wanted to create something that wasn't in South Florida at all.
Where did you grow up, Chef?
I actually was born in Persia, Iran, and left when I was 13, 14 years old. And been, exploring food. From day one, I was always in the kitchen with my mom. I've been a huge barbecue person. So every time we had a barbecue, I was in the grill. Doesn't matter how old I was.
Didn't matter.
I just pretty much married the kitchen.
We were just talking about that. I said, I think all chefs, we all start off when we're very young cooking with a family member. Yes. As yourself with your mother.
Yes.
So what are some dishes and some things, some memories you have of all that?
Growing up, obviously, in the kitchen and looking at my mom, remembering all the dishes and all the love they put into the food. And that authenticity you don't get in a lot of kitchen, because the food that they actually make in the kitchen it will take 2 hours versus in a fast-paced kitchen.
You got to expedite the process.
Yes.
I get it.
But the kebabs, the rice, the stews, everything that went in there, it was all a love, and spices obviously had a lot to do with it. But it was just being a lovable person that is in the kitchen doing the things that they do best.
Excellent. So let's fast forward. You come to the U.S. You're here in Florida.
Yes.
Talk to me about what you and your 3 other brothers decided to do.
Yes. One of the crazy questions we get from all the friends: how are you guys doing this business as brothers, as team? That's what.
And you didn't kill each other yet.
No, we haven't. And
right?
Like every other business partners, we have our days. We go to a meeting and we have arguments back and forth. But once we leave,
shocking! I'm so surprised.
We're back to normal. I think that's the strength in our family, in our business.
Right.
That we work together. We at the end of the day, we love each other, and we all aim for greatness when it comes to the business.
You're all there to succeed.
Yes, we all have each other's back, no matter what.
That's beautiful. So you're what? You're sitting at a barbecue. How does this come around?
No, we were, before Rice, we were in other businesses as restaurant, but we wanted to do something different. I didn't want to open up we didn't want to open up another pizza shop or hamburger place. We wanted to do something different.
Well, Iranian pizza is pretty popular.
Yes. It's been coming out. Yes.
It's making a comeback.
Exactly.
Good.
But then we wanted to introduce something to South Florida, to where we lived actually, that something was different, freshness, and a new idea, and something. And when we started this, there was nothing like this.
I was going to say, when you started this is way before the delivery craze of all the companies that we will not mention.
Yes.
But you had a time when you can't go and order for delivery X, Y, or Z, and you're like, I can't get what I want.
Exactly. I think our hardest step when we started the first location in South Beach was actually introducing the food to the people, like what it is, what is kebab, what is rice, what is this, and that was the hardest step. Once they stepped in, they tried it, they're like, I'm in love.
Educating the public.
Yes. And then, yes, obviously, as you said, delivery didn't exist back then. We had guys in scooters and bicycles back then, and skateboards, and now it's a whole billion-dollar business.
Yeah, different industry.
In different industry. Yeah. But it's been overwhelming. We went through a lot of changes. We reinvented ourselves. We rebranded ourselves.
Right.
So, but
tell me about your brand. What if you could tell me your brand in one sentence? What is your brand?
One sentence. I would say ingredients, freshness, homey, and nothing to it. Nothing
to it.
Don't make it difficult. Food is food. You don't need to make it difficult. Simplicity.
I love it. What are some of your popular dishes? Tell me about the concept and how it works. Let's get into it. And you have been in business for 18 years plus, almost 20 years going on. You have 8 locations in South Florida,
Correct.
in Florida.
Yes.
And I know there's more coming.
Yes.
And tell me about the setup, the line. How did you come up with the concept of how do people order, the menu? How did you do all that?
So first when we started, it was actually Rice House of Kebab. And we were mainly dealing with kebabs, dishes only. And then at some point we noticed that the trend is changing and we need to be on par with that. So we actually added the bowl line to it.
I'm glad you mentioned that because so many concepts fail because they don't see the change.
Yes.
They don't witness the change. They don't read their analytics. They don't read their information of what the trends are going towards, and they don't follow up with it.
Correct.
And when you implement those, you see a total difference in your business. Yes?
Yes. You can't be biased. I mean, there is, I know it's very hard for a chef to say, oh, no, yes. But you know what? You have to re-educate yourself every day. I get up every morning and I look at things. I look at what's in trend, what I need to change. And it's a constant change motion on a daily basis.
Correct.
So we kind of reinvented ourselves from Rice House of Kebab to Rice Mediterranean Kitchen. We brought the bowl section, but we kept the authenticity about being a kebab place.
Right.
I mean, we're authentic when it comes to kebab. We started kebab in South Florida.
Correct.
And we brought the bowl section, which is now, I think it has a huge crowd of its own, huge customer base as its own. And simply, when you come into the restaurant, the options are in, as soon as you come in, there is a line that you could build your own bone as you like it. Mm-hmm. So we have options on greens,
BYOB,
dips,
build your own bowl.
Build your own bowl. Whatever you want, we will manage. We will give it to you, no matter how you like it.
And not just bowls, though. You have wraps, too.
Yes, we have.
Tell me about this wrap.
So the wrap that you're looking at is actually, I believe, if I'm seeing it correctly, is the chicken, slow-cooked chicken wrap. So we have 2 types of chicken that we prepare for the bowl section: slow-cooked chicken and spicy. And this
I'll take 2 spicy to go.
Yes, but it's not that spicy. But we had to kind of have it. Has a little kick to it, but not too much. But cooked over 4 hours, braised. So there's a lot of work that goes to the actual protein and the food and the freshness before it gets on the table.
That's a good question. I think a lot of people don't appreciate or know how the prep, marinades, cooking processes for this dish. Tell me a little bit about this dish and the process.
Okay, combo 3 salad, one of my favorites from day one. I am a huge
But it's number 3. It's not combo 1.
No, it's combo 3. Yes.
Go ahead.
So salad is very simple. It's a Greek salad. We just simple as it is. And then we have the tenderloin and then chicken, kebab style, marinated. Within 24 hours.
2 proteins.
2 proteins.
Love it.
And you have other options of combo 1, combo 2, combo 3, and a super combo if you want it to be, get it really hulky, pretty much. I love it. And then you have our obviously.
And how's the chicken marinated and the tenderloin?
We can't go in details too much, but it's
marinated
very well.
I'm sure.
But a lot of fresh ingredients, obviously.
Right.
And we marinate them overnight.
Got it.
And we have a system that everything it's based and prepared in one kitchen. And we actually have
a commissary kitchen.
We have a commissary kitchen every day. You see our trucks going to every morning to the stores, delivering the fresh product, and then from there it goes into the table to the customers.
It's a good way of keeping control.
Yes.
And the control factor is quality product consistently. Everybody goes into all the venues, all 8, and if we all order a number 3, all number 3s taste the same, right?
Yes. None of my in-house chef do any adding salt or anything. Everything is prepared, done in one commissary, delivered to the store. All they gotta
Just
do
cook
is
and
just
plate.
cook it and plate.
I love it.
I made it easy. I made it bulletproof and easy.
Fantastic.
And it doesn't take a genius for them to be able. I mean, all you gotta do is have some grilled.
So, with all the items you have, tell me about this dish and the sauces that accompany it.
Okay, so you're looking at the falafel rice.
Correct.
We make everything from scratch with our falafel.
Who doesn't?
And
Cracked bulgur wheat? What are we using?
we're using a lot of veggies, obviously, and chickpeas, and
Excellent.
a lot of spices.
Parsley.
Parsley. I mean, it's a lot to
Gotcha.
mention. I don't want to go into details.
It's okay.
But we do offer in each of our dish our famous sumac sauce that we invented from day one.
Sumac.
Sumac.
Very
is,
popular spice.
Yes.
Tell me.
Very, very popular spice.
Do you want to explain what sumac is to the guests?
Sumac is actually
our-
a seed that it grows in a very dry area.
Correct.
Not too many places you could actually grow it in. But now I noticed it that in west of United States, in Arizona, California,
Correct.
they're starting to get
Drier areas that mimic the-
yes.
yeah.
So we had to have a niche for our dish, all the dishes, and we have to come up with dressing. So sumac sauce was invented. A lot of
it.
people try to copy it, but it's not gonna happen.
No.
There's a lot. There is a lot of ingredients that goes into sumac sauce, but I could tell you, it's a dairy product.
It's
So
flavorful.
we always let the customers know if you're
dairy,
allergic. You know, if you have any allergic to dairy, we let you know up front that there's.
Can
a dairy
you
product.
buy the sauces?
Yes, we have to a point. We have so many requests. We're bottling them
Perfect.
in stores, and people come. Actually,
Market
have
it, baby.
customers just come in there, buy 1, 2, and the shelf life is good. So they
Great.
keep it in the fridge in their office, and they're like, I put it on everything.
So you have the sumac sauce, which is your signature, that you're not giving us the ingredients of, but there is dairy.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to figure this out. No. Beautiful fish dish. You have seafood on the menu. Tell me about it.
So you're looking at wild-caught snapper, and when we decided to go on the fish, we wanted to have something that nobody offered, and we didn't want farm raised because my niece and nephews eat at the restaurant. Not that anything wrong with the farm raised, but you're looking at quality, you're looking at healthiness.
Snapper's local.
Snapper's local, and this is wild cut, and we went with wild caught snapper. It's you could have it over salad, over rice, again platter, wrap, whatever you want, however you want it, and we pan sear it, and it's just crispy and authentic when it comes out.
I see some seasonings on there. I know I'm not going to get the information, but what style or flavor profile is on
I would
the
say
fish?
it's a mixture of Mediterranean and Latin flavor to it
On the snapper.
on the snapper. Yes.
Shoot, that looks delicious. And was that cheese on the top of the salad?
Yes, we use fresh feta cheese.
Feta, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And where do you get your feta? What kind of feta are you using?
There's a couple of markets out there that there is a French, there is a Turkish brand, and there's a Greek brand. So locally, obviously, we get them locally, but depend on what the market has to offer.
I love it.
But they all taste the same,
all
pretty much.
so
They're all the
similar,
same.
right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's get back to, there's such a demand for the sumac sauce.
Yes.
You started bottling it.
Yes.
So you're bottling the sumac sauce, and then you have, what else can people come in? I order my food, and then, you know what, I want to take a few things home. What can I get?
Okay, so you have options of we have our own homemade chips, pita chips. So we actually take pita bread and we season it, we bake it ourselves, and we package it.
You season it.
We season it.
Season it. House blend seasoning.
So seasoning is also a blend of Mediterranean.
I'm going to
and
bring in
Latin.
my torturing kit next time we interview you. I
You're
got to
more
get
than
some of these
welcome.
recipes.
Yes, more
Go
than
ahead.
welcome. So it's a Mediterranean and Latin blend.
Okay.
And has I would say a broad garlic, salt,
Beautiful.
onion, some veggies. It has a good blend, and olive oil. So we bake it and we package it and we actually sell it in the restaurants. We have also desserts that we deal with.
Oh.
Baklavas, chocolate chip cookies. We kept it simple, And from day one,
Who doesn't love a chocolate chip cookie?
Across the board, from day one,
Right?
we've been selling it like
But
crazy.
baklava, I love baklava.
We have walnut baklava, pistachio baklava.
Pistachio.
And we also brought a new line in, which is Persian ice cream.
Ooh.
Sandwich, wafer, Persian ice cream.
Tell me, please, explain.
We have different flavors. So we have the pistachio saffron, and we have the pomegranate chocolate. And we have the lighter version,
pomegranate chocolate,
which is the dates.
Ah, yes.
It's a lighter version,
Love
like
dates.
for somebody that is on the healthy side. We have the dates, and they actually come wrapped in a wafer. It's like a sandwich,
Right.
But it's just ice cream inside.
It's a Persian sandwich.
Persian
ice cream sandwich.
Persian ice cream sandwich.
I love it.
And it's been like going out the door like
Hotcakes, eh?
It acquires a taste because the saffron and rose water.
Yeah, well, that's Greek.
But
and
once they
Persian
taste
and,
it, whoever like, oh no, I'm like, taste it.
Rose water, orange blossom, all those. Yes.
And I always
Very
challenge
distinctive.
customers. I said, taste it. If you don't like it,
I got you. Yeah.
it's on the house.
Right.
If you don't, you fall in love with it, it's
buy
your
it.
own problem.
Buy two.
Yes, buy two. They'll be there. And I have customer coming just to pick up ice cream.
I love it. That's great.
Thank you.
What's your top 2 dishes?
On the kebab side, the platters are really, really popular because you actually get a full plate of rice, full plate of salad, scoop of hummus and bread, and the choice of your protein, whether it's chicken, sirloin, tenderloin, fish.
All kebabs.
All kebabs.
Beautiful.
And on the bowl.
And they're the old school metals.
Yes.
Flat.
Yes.
Nice.
I still kept that tradition.
Beautiful.
I believe it or not, I teach all my chefs in each location how to put as you can see, the ground sirloin on
beautiful.
It's one of the hardest things I have to teach.
Well, it's got to stick and stay. Because once it starts cooking, the grease, the fat on the interior side melts and it could move.
I took away the cooking headache part, but this part they still need to babysit.
Look at it.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
You have to be on top of it.
And the seasoning about it? I know you won't give me the seasoning recipe, but can you give us a little bit of what's in there?
It has a lot of love.
Of course.
But it's nothing to it. There is no secrecy that I would say, but it has a lot of spices that we put in.
Would you say your spices are used to create your menu and your seasonings, but how many of them are childhood memories?
Wow. I would say over 70-80% of childhood memories.
Awesome.
It's amazing how I look back, and I still, now that I'm working on new items, that I still go back to the books and the papers that I kind of wrote and look at spices and what I need to bring in to give it that little flair, to give it that little new niche that nobody has.
And then with the 20% that's left over, 20-30% left over, would you say you have a little influence from your local?
Yes. I mean, we're very in touch with our local producers, providers, farms, whatever we could get our hands on locally, because we're a local here, so we want to kind of one hand washes the other.
We
so
always
we
have
want
to support the locals.
And yes, it has a lot to do, and obviously the Mediterranean part, it's a broad brand, so we have to have different kind of items to introduce ourselves in a different market.
Well, with the track record for 18 plus years, I mean, you're doing pretty well.
Appreciate it.
I'd have to say that.
Thank you.
Congrats to you and your brothers.
Thank you.
Your 3 brothers.
Yes.
Did we get to interview the other brothers too?
I hope so. I hope I could grab them all.
I want to meet Essie too, right?
Yes, one day we're gonna have all 4
Ollie,
of us.
I want all 4 of you here.
Yes,
and we'll
love that.
We'll throw down.
I'm not without anything without my brothers. Versus, it's a family.
It's a family business.
It's a family
and you're doing
business.
great.
Yes.
Well, congrats. I like to finish up.
Yes.
I like to ask a question.
Yes.
And this question comes to me as something that I think all of us in the food industry, as chefs, we enjoy presenting our food, correct?
Correct.
So I'm going to ask you, if you could cook for anyone in the world, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Oof, that question.
Good question, right?
Yes. Since I'm a very family-oriented person, I would want to see that smile in my parents' face.
I was waiting to hear that.
Unfortunately, my mom is no longer with us, but my dad is. So I would give anything to make a dish for my mom, to see that smile on her face.
Right?
The proudness. I want to see that.
So she would say,
yes,
you did it right.
You did it right.
You did it right, Alex.
I would say we did it right. Thanks to you, we did it right.
I love that. I love hearing that. What would be one of the dishes if you could pick?
My favorite dish that she always made, it was a stew. And I've been actually mastering that to bring that to rice. I would make that just for
What's
her
the name
to
of the
have.
Dish?
It's a dish. It's a stew called game.
Game.
Yes, and I would want her to see her face reaction once she takes the first
Seal
bite.
of approval. That would make it, right?
And I looking at her face, I would know. She didn't have to talk.
She right?
She wouldn't have to say it.
I love that. Is there any item that we should know about that we haven't talked about that you think?
So on the bowl section, we crossed on the protein side to be on the healthy side. So we have turkey, we have veggies, we have seasonal veggies that we do on a daily basis. We have lamb, we have brisket, and we have the 2 chickens. And all the falafels that you order, they done fresh on the side. It's not pre-cooked. So we let the customer know, hey, it's gonna take about 3-4 minutes. They're like, no problem. For the freshness, I'll wait.
I'll take it. Yeah, anybody would.
Yes.
I love it. Well, Chef, I have to thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
And you and your brothers, congratulations
Thank you.
on all your success. Thank you so much for coming in and speaking with me.
Thank you.
Taking the time. South Florida Food Chat. This is Chef Michael Jacobs. Thank you for joining.